Hey, this is Simeon, and when working on this video, it's like I have to be the harpsichord poster boy as far as virtual harpsichords are concerned, because I really enjoy exploring all the different historical instruments. It's really fascinating when you think that you can sit down and play an instrument that was made and played possibly by Mozart himself several hundred years ago, and to be able to bring them into our music today virtually is just really fascinating to me. And today we're going to take a look at possibly one of the rarest instruments that has been preserved, and that is a 1540 Italian harpsichord. And it's really amazing, and it's currently housed in the Museum of Arts and Design in Hamburg, Germany. And so we're going to go ahead and open the virtual doors and sit down behind this beautiful instrument and discover it together. So let's go. So as we've seen before in a lot of real samples instruments, that you do need the full version of contact, and these are provided as a series of multi-patches. And we can see that I have these loaded in my quick load here. And we've got the 440 equal temperament, 402 equal temperament, and then the 402 mean tone, which is the original tuning. And we're going to take a look at all of these together. First of all, let's go ahead and just pull up the 440 equal temperament. And that's what I was playing at the beginning. What Real Samples has done is that we have 8 note down and 4 release samples. And so what happens is, since there is no velocity response, because the harpsichord is not velocity sensitive, every time you hit the key, it plucks that string. So we have 8 of those variations, note on variations. So it doesn't, so especially when you're doing the trills, it doesn't have that crazy machine gun effect. And then we have those release samples, and I always like to boost those up a little bit so you can hear. So every time that the plectrum releases and resets, it creates a different sound. And that also adds to the life of the instrument. And so I'm going to go ahead and just put these back at their default volumes here. Just very beautiful. Just to imagine sitting behind the real instrument, it's just crazy. Okay, so let's go and check out the 402. When I explore these different tunings, it's like our ears are so used to hearing that 440 equal temperament that when we first hear these alternate tunings, it seems kind of wild. So this is 402, and this is tuned with the equal temperament. Back into the key of C. Just for grins, let me do the same thing and go back to 440. Here's this 440. See? You hear? I mean, you see with your ears, incredible. It's an incredible feeling. So that's 440. And let's just once again jump back to 402 so you can hear the difference. It feels almost like a whole, like a half step, you know. Very cool. Okay, so now let's dive into the original tuning of this instrument. And this is the 402 MEANTONE. Listen, I just did a quick search about this MEANTONE temperament, and it was like, oh my goodness, it's like so much mathematics and physics and different things involved. My mind just kind of blew a little bit. This tuning was so popular back in the 1500s, and it's just because of the harmonics and different things. Let's just listen to this. It's very interesting to the ear because once again, our ears are so used to hearing things at that 440 equal temperament concert tuning and all of that stuff. So here we go. 402 MEANTONE. Here we go. And I'm just going to still stay in the key of C. So let's go. Hear the pitches rubbing against and beating at different intervals. That is really cool. And you know, one of the things that I always love to do, I love to bring these historical instruments into the future using a lot of the effects that we have available to us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up the 440 equal temperament again, and then throw it through some effects and have some fun. So I have the effects just inserted here right on the channel here. The first thing that I want to pull up, those of you who have seen any of my videos before know how much I enjoy using Black Hole from Eventide. This is their Black Hole Immersive. So this is an update from the regular Black Hole. And typically I just leave it on the first preset. Are you ready for this? Listen to this. You don't want to play too fast because when you have a really long decay like this, you don't want the notes to all just kind of get muddied together. But it's a beautiful effect. Here we go. Isn't that cool? Another effect, I'm getting to know more about it, is recirculate. And recirculate is a really complex delay, and it's from Newfangled Audio. Let's just see what happens. String Swarm. Let's do this. Let's go back to that 402 equal temperament because it gives it a different vibe. And let's go to the drone machine. You see what I'm saying? We can take these instruments into so many different places. And don't get in a hurry. I get in a hurry sometimes. Okay, let's try one more. Let's go to another one of my favorites is the classic Water Dream. Let's listen to that. And I'm going to still leave it on 402. Let's see. Let's go to G. And let me use the sustain pedal. Harpsichords typically do not have sustain pedals, but since we're kind of messing around with some sound design, let's see what that sounds like just using the sustain pedal, just sparing. Isn't that crazy? Okay, one last thing I want to show you, and I'm going to go back to the 440 equal temperament. The other technologies that are becoming a little more prolific, convolution reverbs, and being able to pull these instruments into studio spaces like Air Studio, Synchron Stage, the Teldec studio in Germany, and different studios all around the world that are known for amazing scores and that type of thing. And then we're able to bring our instruments now into these spaces. So Air Studio's reverb, that is one that I've been using a little bit because now we can take this harpsichord that was built in 1540, just put it in a totally different environment. Yeah, it's really amazing. And then we can adjust the blend. And now this is with it. Now let's put it back in. Just adjust the mix just a little bit. Isn't that great? Well, you know what? I hope you've enjoyed coming along with me on this amazing, joyful journey, discovering something that I'm really fascinated with. It's just so much to take in, and I just want to thank Real Samples for allowing me to be their poster boy and to be able to share these beautiful instruments with you. And again, this is Simeon reminding you always to stay joyful. And I'll see you next time.